What is popping, pumpkins? It is I, Mother, of course. My makeup looks good. In fact, it does. And this is not the cheap shit. This is the good shit. This is samples of the good shit. Doesn't matter. It's a limited fucking supply. If my face looks this fucking good to me, I'm gonna make a video. Why waste the good face and possibly also the little bit of daylight I have left? So I'm just gonna take this time to tell you a motherfucking story. This was gonna be some shit. You might judge me after this. Okay, so here's the tea. Way back many years ago, I was kind of dating this chick. We gonna call her Kay. Me and Kay stayed bopping in and out of motherfucking clubs. So people recognize their face and recognize also if you saw one, you saw the other. Bopping in and out of clubs, you meet a lot of people when you, especially when you frequent the same clubs over and over and over again. One of the people I always saw at the club was this chick, Mo. I'm like, what up, Mo? You know, how you doing? Never we saw, it was in passing. You know, like, hey, how you doing? What's up? Mo knew I was kicking it with Kay. So that was never like a big deal or like secret lovers or no shit. So we kept it cool. So for several months, me and Kay kicked it. And whenever we went out, we would go to the clubs. And occasionally I would see Mo. Speed up, maybe about 4 or 5, I'm gonna guess it's like 4 or 5 months, yeah. I go to the club. I get to the club and I see Mo. So I'm like, what's up? She's like, what's up? Hugs, kisses, smooches. We go our separate ways. Well, it's the end of the night. It's time for niggas to leave the club. On my way out, I see Mo again. She's like, what's up? I'm like, what's up? She's like,
where's Kay?
I'm like, I don't know. I don't fuck with that bitch. She's like,
oh, I just assumed you guys would be together.
So I explained to her that me and Kay don't deal no more. She's like,
oh, what are you getting into now?
So I'm like, nothing. Wow, what's up? She said,
you want to go to our after party?
I need to express something. Kay and I are both fucking adults. Very much adults. Not brand new adults. We might be doing stupid shit, but we are not brand new adults. We're not like young 20s. We are adults. We are fucking adults. Party. I'm like, cool. So we head out the club, go down 2 blocks, and go to this after party where it is all the artsy fartsies, the funky donkeys that you could imagine. Like, it's just, I love it. Weirdos galore. Like, everything and everyone is avant-garde to the 20th power. I'm here for it. It's weird though because I come in with her and they're just like, oh, come on in, Mo. We know you. We love you. Mwah. You know, air kisses. Bring her in. She asked me if I want a drink, and of course I said yes. She brings the drink, which took her a while to bring fucking back. And it's crowded as hell up in there. But it takes her forever to bring the drink back. She brings it to me, and then she dips off again. Luckily, I'm not such a fucking weirdo that I don't know how to speak to other people. So I'm gonna make me a motherfucking friend. You leave me sitting at the bar by myself. Goddamn it, I'm cute. I'm sociable. I'm intelligent. I'll talk to my motherfucking self, bitch. This was at a time where I didn't have cell phone with little, you know, games on it, something I could plug myself into. All of a sudden I'm looking at social media. So I'm talking to one of you motherfuckers. I'm gonna make me a new goddamn friend since this bitch done slid the fuck off. So I happen to, and it's this young man, and he and I get to jabbing, and he's like, well, who are you here with? And I'm like, oh, Mo. And he's like, oh, she's over there. I know her. Let's go over to her. So we scoot over to Mo, and Mo is doing a bump. I want you to hear me. Not the bump. A bump. Mo is doing some coke. Let me also be very clear to you. I don't give a fuck. I know a ton of niggas that party. They gets it in. My neighbor is outside. And this nigga refuses to wear a shirt. Refuses. I'm being nosy. I think that nigga gay. I suspect. He refused to wear a shirt. That nigga act like his chest is allergic to cotton. But you ain't heard that from me. Let me go back to what I was talking about. So, Mo is doing this coke. I mean, outside, very Andy Warhol about the situation. Just very narcos. And I'm like, oh, excuse the fuck out of me, bitch. I'm not judging. Trust me, I got plenty of friends that fucking party on all types of shit. We all know I enjoy a cocktail or 6. I'm not gonna judge the bitch for doing a bump. I'm not doing the shit with you, but go ahead. Sure enough, one of the people in this circle that she's doing the bump with is like, did you want some? Nope, I'm good. Thank you though. I keep drinking. I don't know if Mo did anymore, but we end up like just kicking it for the rest of the night. After party, avant-garde, just great time though. Had a great fucking time. She high as giraffe pussy. But just great time. Great fucking time. End of the night comes, and at this point, I am staying in Harlem. She is south of me. But we both have to go uptown. So she's like, yo, why don't we just share a cab together going uptown? I'm like, fucking great, because it's, you know, 5 in the morning and I don't feature the train. We get in the cab, we're talking some random bullshit in the cab, and it pulls up to her place. Her place is before my place as far as this cab ride is going uptown. I'm like, okay, and she's like, all right, and she opens the door, she looks at me and she's like,
You not coming out?
and I was like, oh. Dumb as shit, I looked at the cab driver like, nigga, did you know? He looking at me in the mirror like,
bitch, you ain't know?
Fuck do I know? So I'm like, oh, okay, let's go. So I take my black ass upstairs with her. At this point, it's easily 5:36 in the morning. We get upstairs, we get to talking. I realize that this bitch used to be a female bodybuilder. She does not look like that anymore at this time. Nice face, beautiful woman. But the body that she used to have, compared to what she looked like at that time, child, shit. That's not the point. She still looked good. Okay, that's the point. She still looked great. We're talking and we're looking at that, and somehow we end up kissing. Somehow we end up making out. I can't remember how. It's a blurry night. It's a very, very blurry night. I recall everything except for how we ended up making out, but it's a blurry night. But it is. So the making out gets the rumbling on the couch into the bedroom, where other things that adults do transpire. Sure enough, when I get down, that happens and niggas fall asleep. Why? Because we've been up all night partying and bullshit, and niggas get tired after all that. Drinking and drugging and shit. Well, I wasn't drugging and she wasn't really drinking, but those two things took place. So we go to sleep. The next morning we wake up kind of like, you know, spooned up in each other's face, looking at each other, talking. And I forgot what I asked her. Something simple like, do you like cheese eggs? It could have been anything. I don't remember. But the look on her face, she was looking at me with such an intensity, it became very clear what she was thinking. I looked deep into her eyes and I said, bitch, you don't remember my name, do you? Mind you, we had been fucking for at least 2 hours. The hours before, I was gonna say the night before, but that morning, and had fallen asleep in each other's arms, cradled up like we've been loving on each other for years, and this bitch couldn't even remember my name. Cocaine's a hell of a drug. It's a hell of a drug. Her face, she turned bright red. She was like, I can't, she's like, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. So I proceeded. I don't know why this was there, but there just happened to be a fucking Sharpie right by the bed. I took that shit and I wrote my name and number all over her. All over her. All on her arms. I wrote it on her legs. I wrote it on her chest. I think I wrote it on like her side. I was like, this is, you gotta be fucking kidding me. Now let me be very clear about something. Even if this was just gonna be a one-night stand, you never call me again, never see me again, whatever it's gonna be, that's fine. I just want a little decency to know that at least my pussy game was strong enough for you to remember a bitch's name. I don't get that much. We saw each other maybe a few times after that, and it was always like really passionate, but it never really went anywhere. She's really self-absorbed. It did not help that she did the drugs that she did, which kind of just, I feel like cocaine just magnifies your attitude, and if you're already an asshole, please believe that coke will fucking magnify the assholisms within you. Her arrogance just went through the fucking roof when she was high, which was often, and literally we only kicked it a handful more times after that, and it wasn't any heartbreak. I hope she's a great person. If you're watching it, what's up, Mo? I actually know a few Mo's, and one of the Mo's is probably like, is this bitch talking about me? And then she's like, I know she ain't, because bitch, I don't do the motherfucking drugs. So clearly it's not you. But if you watching, hey bitch. And I know some of y'all are like, you could have changed the names for anonymity's sake. I'm too old. I'm too old to be trying to work on lies and remember the last lie I said about some bitch name. Y'all don't know these hoes, so there we go. There's a story time about me having sex with somebody who could not remember my name. That is some seriously sad shit. Seriously. Just when you think you got the best pussy in the world, there's a moment in your life where somebody reminds you. You don't. You don't know my name. I don't know the words. I don't know the words and I can't sing. So you judge me all the fuck you want. Alright, pumpkins, have a great day. Have a great night. Enjoy your fucking selves. Be careful. Okay? Only do drugs with friends. No. Apparently you can't even do that. That poor baby. And that wasn't a poorly tasted joke. I'm just dead serious. You used to be able to get high with your friends. There's a song about it. I get high with a little help from my friends. You used to be able to do that. You can't do that shit now. You can't even trust your friends to get fucking high with them. All right, babies. Bye bye. What the fuck was that? What was that?